Ladies. What the fuck just happened? This shit's not working. Oh my lord. Let me go check if this shit's working. Hold on, guys. We continue to have problems. Hello. Hold on. Is this shit working? What the fuck? Hello? Okay, I think this shit is working. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. I'm not too sure, but I think it's working. All right, I am here to talk about the game. What a game we saw tonight. Game 3 between Toronto and Milwaukee. What a game this was. Oh my lord, what a game, what a game. Toronto led the whole way. They wanted this thing tonight, man. They wanted this thing Toronto, but Milwaukee, their bench was unbelievable. Malcolm Brogdon and George Hill combined for 43 points, 42 points. I believe it was 44 points off their bench. This is unbelievable. Milwaukee by far has the best bench in the playoffs. George Hill, I believe, had 20, and I believe Malcolm Brogdon had 24. I'm not too sure, but they were unbelievable tonight. They kept Milwaukee in the game because Toronto wanted it tonight, man. They wanted it tonight. Kawhi Leonard, man, he was fantastic tonight, He finished with, 36 points. He was fantastic. He just would not let the team go away. He just will not let Toronto fall to 3-0 in this series. Shout out to Kawhi Leonard. He was fantastic. Marc Gasol, who I've been calling out, I even said they should sit him down and replace him with Serge Ibaka. It seemed like he heard me. Maybe he watched the damn show or something because he was special. He was whatever. He's 16 points, 12 points, 16 points, 12 rebounds. He got his head of his ass, that Marc Gasol tonight. Larry 11 points and whatever, ended up getting ejected. What a fucking idiot. Danny Green still sucks. And Norman Powell, hey man, I'm still calling Norman Powell to be the starter at shooting guard. Norman Powell 19 points to just Danny Green's 3. Norman Powell should be the starting shooting guard of this team. I'm sorry, but he should. He really should. And Siakam, who's been struggling, last time only 8 points. Tonight, he had 25 points, 11 rebounds. Man, everybody responded for Toronto, man. Everybody responded. And then Norman Powell with 19 off that second unit. But I'm telling you, Toronto had in control, but Milwaukee would just not go away. Antetokounmpo didn't have that great of a game. He shot 16 shots, only made 5, finished with 12 points. He struggled from the field tonight. He was struggling. He struggled making free throws as well. Antetokounmpo couldn't stick it in the hole tonight. But hey, you know what? He still had an impact in the game because he had 23 rebounds. So he still made an impact in the game. That's just how good of a player he is. Even when he can't stick it in the hole, he said, well, then I'm going to crash the boards and make an impact at the rebounding with 23 points. So hey man, he couldn't score a lot, but hey, at least he replaced a lot of his production by getting 23 rebounds. And then, like I tell you, George Hill, 24 points off the bench. Malcolm Brogdon, 20 points. They combined for 44 points tonight. Those two guys, they really kept them in the game. Both Malcolm Brogdon with 20 and George Hill with 24. They were probably the two best players they had tonight out on the field, on the court, really, to be honest. They were probably the best two players they had. They're probably the ones that they were really keeping them in it because, Lopez had 16, Bledsoe had 11, Middleton continues to struggle. Hey, that's something nobody's talking about. Middleton is struggling in this series. Tonight, 9 points, took 16 shots, only made 3. Middleton, we need to keep eye on Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton is struggling. He really is. Chris Middleton is struggling. Nobody's talking about it because Milwaukee was up 2-0. They're still up 2-1, but that's something to keep our eye on. Chris Middleton has struggled in these first 3 games. Tonight, like I said, shot 16 shots, only made 3. That's something to look forward to in the future. Chris Middleton is struggling and nobody is talking about it. If they tied up 2-2, I think people are going to start talking, and he continues to struggle. I think people are going to start talking about Chris Middleton because he's supposed to be the second best player on this team, and he has been trash. You can argue, Lopez has had more of an impact. Broke Lopez. Ariel Sobia in game 2 had more of an impact. George Hill has had more of an impact. Malcolm Brogdon has had more of an impact. So Chris Middleton, you need to get your head out of your ass because nobody's saying anything. But Chris Middleton, you have not even hit 15 points in this series, I believe. You have been struggling in this series. So Chris Middleton, man, the pressure's slowly going to become on you if this shit gets tied 2-2, Chris Middleton. But hey, man, hell of a game, double overtime. Kawhi Leonard at the end, man, he would just not let them lose, He had 36 points, took 25 shots, made 11. Now, there is an article I read a few minutes ago that Kawhi Leonard, a lot of people believe, has a leg injury. It might have been suffered tonight towards the end of the game where he went up for a layup. And then for the rest of the game, he was kind of dragging one of his legs. We've seen this man, as fantastic as he is. We saw him a few years ago get taken out by Zaza Pachulia and his ankle, and he missed the rest of the series. Last year, remember, he only played 9 games because of a leg injury. So that is something to keep out for. Apparently, Kawhi Leonard might have suffered a leg injury towards the end of the game. He was limping most towards those final minutes. That is something to keep our eye on. But this is what Toronto gave it all they had tonight. They really did. Toronto gave it all they had. Look at their starters. Siakam, 25-11. Leonard, 36, 9 rebounds. Marc Gasol, 16, 12. Then Norman Powell, 19. They gave it all they had. And it was almost still not enough. Antetokounmpo, Chris Middleton, they both struggled shooting tonight. And it still took 2 overtimes. Another thing that Kawhi Leonard might have suffered a leg injury. I'm not liking this. Toronto was the better team today. They really were. And it still took 2 overtimes to beat them. Can you imagine when Milwaukee, when Antetokounmpo's playing good on offense, when Chris Middleton is playing good on offense? That's what worries me if I'm Toronto. I completely outplayed them. Their 2 best players struggled tonight. One had 12 points, the other had 9. And it still took 2 overtimes. That is what I'm worried about. I am scratching my ass if I am Nick Nurse. I'm like, damn, it took 2 overtimes to beat them in an off night. Remember, game one. Milwaukee also had sort of had an off night. And at the end, they stole the game. I am not liking this because I thought Toronto by far was the better team tonight. They completely dominated the game, most of it. And it still took 2 overtimes. Let's see what happens in game 4. But man, Antetokounmpo, 12 points. Chris Middleton, 9 points. And it still takes 2 overtimes to put these brothers away. Damn! Toronto, I don't know what to say to you. We'll see what happens in game 4. Hopefully it gets tied 2-2. But that's an alarming when your 2 best players struggle and it's your opponent's 2 best players struggle and it takes you double overtime to beat them. We'll see what happens. I am still heavily leaning towards Milwaukee to win this series. Ladies and gentlemen, in the comment section, let me know what you think. But until next time, I'm out like a light. Hold on. What the hell is happening? All right, ladies, I'm out. I'll see you later. What's up, everybody? What's up, Russell Johnson? What's up, Loyalty Houston? What's up, NASCAR fan? Welcome to the show. All right, I'm out like a light. I gotta go eat some tacos. See you later.